Chris Menard here. I have an unusual video. I'm going to talk about how you can use points with IHG to save over 50% comparing to using cash. This will fall under personal finance, and I'm also going to use Microsoft Excel to compare the numbers. So my family has been wanting to go to Washington, D.C. for years now. I have actually been twice, once with the family, and when we went there, everything was closed down. It was a government shutdown. The second time I went was for work, and I was only there for a day, and I didn't get to see any attractions at all. So we're finally got this planned out, and there's a particular hotel that I've just always been on my bucket list that I want to stay at. Then after seeing the prices, I said, nope, I'm not staying there. Then I thought, what happens if I use points, which I've done before with my Intercontinental group, IHG? In case you're wondering, I know people love Marriott, Hilton, Hyatt. I've stayed at plenty of those hotels before, and those are great. I just happen to be a big fan of Intercontinental Group. It includes all the brands that I'm putting up on the screen right now, in case you're saying what falls under there. I'm sure you've stayed at one of these. So let's go compare paying for this hotel that I want to stay at with money versus paying for this hotel with points, and watch the huge difference. And then in this video, I will show you, if you happen to be a member of IHG, how to go and buy the points and when to buy them. So I'm going to pull up a Google map just to show you where I want to stay. Here is Washington, D.C., and right here, there is the Intercontinental, the Willard, Washington, D.C. hotel by IHG. If you notice over there to the left, we got the White House. Go straight down from the White House and you'll hit the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. Go back up to the middle, you'll see the Washington Monument. And then over to the left, we got the Lincoln Memorial and other stuff. All the way to the far right, there's the Capitol, and there's a bunch of museums in between. The Ford Theater is to the right of Hotel the Willard. So everything is just around here. No need to rent a car. So here we go. I'm going to pull up the website and show you what a room costs from May 17th, which is a Sunday, through Thursday, the 21st, 4 nights. Let's go look at the price with money. In case you're wondering, so here it was. I hit select hotel and I picked the least expensive room. When I started running through here, it asked, do you want to upgrade your room? I hit no. So the total price with money, including taxes, is on this screen right here. I am blurring out my credit card number and all the information over there to the left. My phone and email are also blurred out. So really what you see on the right is what I want you to pay attention to. The Willard Hotel, the 17th through the 21st, 4 nights. There are the prices for each night. There's the amenity fees. There's the taxes, which are really expensive in D.C. A lot of hotels in the D.C. area, depending on where you stay, are going to be expensive anyway. There is my total price. Let me go ahead and tell you something. I am not paying that. No matter what, I would not pay that per night for a hotel room. So let's go see what this costs with points now. So when you're on the IHG website, instead of saying money, you click on points. If by some reason the room is not available in points, you won't see it. I'm going to hit select. To keep things fair, pick the exact same room. I had the classic room in the other example. Again, everything on the left-hand side is blurred out. Look at the right-hand side. Instead of now seeing money, we're seeing points, 363,000 points for this room. Let's go compare the $3,800, I believe it was, to the 363,000 points. Let's use Excel. I have Microsoft Excel pulled up, and I usually do this with multiple hotels, but I happen to know this is the hotel I'm just dying to stay at. Arriving on the 17th, departing on the 4th, here's my first formula. That is 4 nights. There is the money that we just got from the website. There is the number of points, 363. After the number of points, the question is, Chris, how much did you pay per point? Because that's really what matters. I get my points at 0.5 cents a point. So I took the 363,000 and multiplied times 0.005. That's what I paid per point. So I'm paying $1,086 $815. That is the equivalent of the points that I have to get this room. So the difference between the 3,722 and the 1815, I'm saving $1,970. And I also like to figure out what am I paying per night using my points, and it comes up to $454. So I don't mind paying $454 for this hotel because most hotels in this DC area are going to be $500 to $800. So I'll gladly pay $454 for this hotel. So I saved a chunk of money by using points. So then the question you're going to have for me is, Chris, how did you get those points? Back over on the IHG website, signed into my account again. It knows of me. Hey, Chris, how many points do you want to buy? When you hit the drop down, let me go ahead and explain what is happening first. Usually, IHG points, if you buy 100,000 points, it's going to cost you $1,000. I have this showing in Excel, 100,000 points, $1,000. You can do the $1,000 divided by the number of points. That's how you do it. The dollars divided by the points. So I am paying 1 cent per point. I do not want you to pay 1 cent per point. That is usually the default price per points. IHG will run a special, and they run multiple specials throughout the year. But the best one they run, for example, before I do tell the best one, they'll run a special where if you buy 100,000 points, they'll give you an additional 50,000 points. Then sometimes you buy 100,000 and they'll give you an additional 75,000. The special they have running now, and the one I always jump on, is when there's 100,000 points and you buy them, they'll give you an additional 100,000 points. So it's a 2 for 1. You're getting a 100% deal on your points. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. Still paying $1,000. Let's just pull this down. This is where I came up with the 0.5 cents per point right here. So here we go. Back on the IHG by points. They've got the special running right now. Hit the drop down. By the way, I'm going to tell you something I find really funny. So 5,000 points plus an additional 5,000 is 6,750. Keep on going. See if I can find it. Sometimes they don't give you the buy one, get one on the points in the early stuff. And it's almost like if you buy more points, you pay less than if you bought less points, but they don't have this now. You can buy up to 200,000 points, by the way. That is the max I've ever seen. I've heard other people say they can buy more, but you purchase 200,000, you get a bonus of 200,000, you're paying $2,000. But let's stick with our 100,000 points. So you pay for 100,000, you get the 100,000 bonus or $1,000. So that is how I use points to save significant money on my IHG hotels that I go stay at. In case you're wondering, sometimes you'll look at a hotel, and depending on the hotel, there isn't a deal on it. So the points and the money are almost the same. So just look for these deals on certain hotels. And this one to me is a big savings. Percentage savings is, I am saving 51.24% on this hotel room. That's a good deal right there. Over half off. I hope this helps if you're interested in how IHG points work and how booking with points work. I showed you both on their website. Always wait for the special deal. You double your points when you buy them. That's the deal to get. Appreciate your time. Everyone have a wonderful day. Thank you.